I don't know. The stuff that always happens happened. My internet just was gone. I don't know why. USA strongest Kazuya. Bro.
I did down 4-3-2-3. It didn't come out. Yo, what kind of dumb shit is this shit, bro? This shit is mad stupid. This shit is mad dumb, bro.
Yeah, that ain't the best fucking cars, bro. What the fuck? Standard son of a bitch cars, man. Standard son of a bitch cars. The 12-year-old playing Hey, no. I didn't. Wait a second. Knapp an und aus. Devil Jin got 1 ranked, got 2 attempt. Okay, where is the got 2 attempt?
I mean, I guess we win. Not. I'll be.
No, got 2 attempt. Alright. Okay, makes video about now this, shilling this game, okay. Still shilling this game. Rank inflation. Okay, let's see, man. Let's see. I have a very strong opinion on this. You know why people feel like there is a rank inflation? It's because God of Destruction got devalued by them just adding an 8 more God of Destructions after God of Destruction. So basically, if they would have kept God of Destruction the way it is and then add 1 more rank afterwards and put some ranks before God of Destruction, you would get a better feeling. But the way it is right now, like, I don't know. And also, like, they devalued the ranks. Now, when you fight against Tekken God or Tekken King, they are just like a low level, out of my perspective.
Guys, main man Sui here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always. The father of a Tekken community would like to talk to his children today about rank inflation. Okay.
Suck my fat Iranian cock, you absolute faggot. Okay? Alright.
Can you take the rank seriously? It's so inflated now. Oh my god, you remember Tekken 7 when if you hit Fujin it meant something? Tekken God Supreme was Fujin in Tekken 7, and I don't know what game they played because Fujin in Tekken 7 was... even Tekken God Prime was not that difficult to reach in Tekken 7. A 30 defense Chipmunk Lucky Chloe could become Tekken God Prime, but it was very hard getting Tekken God Omega. That's how it worked in Tekken 7. Tekken God Prime was quite achievable for a lot of people. Like, I even got Tekken God on, like, almost every character. So that's how it worked in Tekken 7, but I just want to talk about rank inflation in Tekken 8. Here's the rank distribution.
Okay, majority of people are in the blue ranks as expected. Then you have Tekken King and Emperor, which is like kinda devalued. Tekken God is kinda whatever. Supreme is like okay. God of Destruction is good. God of Destruction 1 is very good. God of Destruction 2 is exceptional. God of Destruction 3 is the one of the best players in Europe. This is how it works at the moment. If you are GOD2, you are an exceptional player. If you are GOD3, within these exceptional players, you are a little bit better.
Oh, I do want to give a shout out to this website. It's electricewgf.gg, and it's
the moment this guy gets GOD2 on Kazuya, the rank is getting devalued instantly, and I have to get GOD4. Just saying. If this guy gets GOD2 now, I only got GOD2 because he got GOD1, so I can like distinguish myself a little bit from this end. But when he gets GOD2, I get GOD3 or 4 instant.
Absolutely incredible. It's very nice to look at, very pleasing UI. You can see the popular characters, you can see the best win rates in the game. Shout out to the people who make this site. But so here, if we look at the rank distribution, anyone can hit Fujin now, rank doesn't mean anything. There's a point to this. The way ranked works right now in Tekken 8 is that you get big win streak bonuses up until, I believe, Bushin. Big win streak bonuses for getting streaks, but also you get more points for winning than you lose for losing. So you are actually in a situation where there's absolutely an artificial boost that the game gives you because the devs want a lot of people to be in blue ranks and up until Bushin. So that's why the majority of the people are found here. Then you got a lot of people here. Like if we go from purple, battle ruler, to beginner, that's a fuck ton of people. But still, the biggest chunk we find concentrated in blue ranks, which is Fujin to Bushin. Built into the system is a rank inflation to help you get specifically to this rank, which is Bushin. And that is correct. There is a rank inflation up until blue ranks, correct. But then the other side of the coin is that once you've hit Bushin and you're gonna hit Tekken King, here you start hitting the hardest plateau you will ever hit in Tekken. Because now all of that artificial point gain is lost. Now you have to actually win a lot. You need a decent win-loss ratio to get through in these ranks. Now rank it significantly harder for that reason. Artificial point gain is down the toilet now. Now you're on your own. But also, once you hit Tekken King, you unlock the rest of the MMR. Once you hit Tekken King, the game is going to try and match you with people who have a similar MMR to you. So people who have their main character is of a similar rank to you, is what that means. The game will also once in a while throw you someone who is currently playing on a Tekken King sub-character, but whose highest MMR is here. Could be God 2, could be Supreme, could be God Instruction, God 1. And you actually get these matches. This is sort of like legalized smurfing, but it's still in the game.
This is not... I don't agree with this. This is not smurfing. So if you play and you get this rank here and you want to play a new character, why would you not be allowed to do this? Why is it considered smurfing? And also on top of that, if the guy fights, let's say a Tekken King now fights against a Tekken God, okay? When the Tekken God, that is the better player allegedly, loses to the Tekken King, he loses a shit ton of points. And when the Tekken King loses, then he loses almost no points. But when he wins, he gets a shit ton of points. So this is okay. I find this very fair. Or am I wrong? What do you say about this? For example, I am here, GOD 1, and I also played GOD. No, I am actually GOD 2 now, I forgot. But I do play also GOD, and I also play Supreme. Because in my mind, I tell myself, okay, I'm here, and I need to be so much better that I cannot lose to this. But if I occasionally lose a game to this, I deserve to lose so many points. This is how I treat it. I don't think it's smurfing.
And I see my good friend Chris Crane, who you can check out on Twitch. I'm gonna give him a shout out. He's a Swedish Tekken streamer. He's really cool, but he's.
I think he means that you fight GOD players sub-characters when you reach yellow ranks. That's bullshit. Because you can't. What he means is you face in Tekken King people that are GOD. Because they play a sub-character. And they want to learn a new character. But how is this smurfing? How is it smurfing?
Fuck ton of people. But once you've hit Bushin and you're gonna hit Tekken King, here you start hitting the hardest plateau you will ever hit in Tekken. Because now all of that artificial point gain is lost. Now you have to actually win a lot. You need a decent win-loss ratio to get through in these ranks. Now rank it significantly harder for that reason. Artificial point gain is down the toilet now. Now you're on your own. But also, once you hit Tekken King, you unlock the rest of the MMR. Once you hit Tekken King, the game is going to try and match you with people who have a similar MMR to you. So people who have their main character is of a similar rank to you, is what that means. The game will also once in a while throw you someone who is currently playing on a Tekken King sub-character, but whose highest MMR is here. Could be God 2, could be Supreme, could be God Instruction, God 1. And you actually get these matches. This is sort of like legalized smurfing, but it's still in the game. And I see my good friend Chris Crane, who you can check out on Twitch. I'm gonna give him a shout out. He's a Swedish Tekken streamer. He's really cool. But he's currently Tekken King, and he has hit Emperor, but as soon as he hit these ranks, he is now matched up with some of the time people who are of this strength, and he gets absolutely demolished. A lot of the time he chooses to simply not rematch, and I can't blame him, because...
This is something I don't understand. I just don't understand this. Okay, because I've went through this also. I was not always here. I was also here at some time. So Chris comes here. Yeah, he works all his way up. And it's getting harder and harder and harder because he's climbing up, obviously. And eventually he's here now. And now he is upset that he needs to fight against these guys in order to go higher again. So why would you get upset? I mean, you reach this now and the rest you want it for free? Or like, what do you expect? What is the expectation here? You reach this and you wish to have an easy time for some reason. Yeah, then just call it quits here if you are content with this rank.
Those guys are 3 times better than he is. And that's not saying he's a bad player. But I also mention him for a reason, and it's that the plateau here is so hard and brutal that, yeah, Chris finds himself going from Tekken King to Emperor, Tekken King, Emperor. Because once you are here, it just gets significantly harder. And here you can't talk about rank inflation at all, in my opinion. It is just that hard hitting God of Destruction, God 1, etc. Just for a point of reference that could be interesting for you guys, Chris has been playing Tekken for a long time now. And he also streamed during pretty much the entirety of Tekken 7. And in Tekken 7, on Lee and on Dragunov, he found himself on Emperor rank. He made it that far. I think for a second, he was Tekken God as well. And I played against him a lot back then, you know, sparring partners. And today in Tekken 8, current version of the game, right? He's a much better player now than he was during Tekken 7. Like, absolutely, I know this. I play against him all the time. He's a much more competent player right now. But he still finds himself at the same rank or below at Tekken King. Because that's how hard that Tekken King plateau is right now, at least in the EU region. That's just something I want to stress with you guys that believe rank inflation is a thing with Tekken 8. There are two versions to that story. The first one is, yes, there's an artificial increase, point increase with the current Tekken 8 rank system to inflate you to blue ranks.
Okay, I had, for example, a student. He was here. He received coaching from me. I used to do coaching, and he was a League player. Just like Chris, actually, coincidentally. And after the coaching sessions with me, he came here. And then he dropped the game. So, man, sometimes you just got to know what you have to improve. I don't know why. Like this plateau that he's talking about specifically at Tekken King, which people can't overcome and all this shit. I don't know where he has this from. Just because Chris Crane is currently on this plateau, it's not representative of, like, why exactly here? Like, that makes, I don't know. Okay, the only argument he has is, here you don't get the artificial point boost. But if you really try to improve, you can get matched up with this or this, and then you get more points if you win, and you lose less points if you lose. So you still have some sort of, like, crutch that helps you.
But once you hit Tekken King, it gets...
Yeah, but Crusader, that's not true. You can get more points than losing points, depending on what rank you fight against.
5 times more difficult to rank up. This is where you encounter the killer players. This is where you don't get artificial point boost increase. This is where you unlock the rest of the MMR. At Tekken King, the game says, fuck it, you can encounter these guys as well. And if you rematch these guys, that's a lot of points you're gonna lose on your way to these ranks, right?
Yeah, the boost
but
stops,
also
I
a chance
agree
to
with
play
this.
against super skilled players also and learn from them. There's a lot to learn there as well. I certainly do not see the inflation here. A lot of people tell me like, my god, don't you think too many people are God of Destruction right now? And I'm just like, well, God of Destruction is 1.35% of a player base, up to 2% at times. Is that too many? I feel like a lot of people now forget that God of Destruction is not the highest rank anymore. The highest rank now is God Infinity. That's God 8. And this system was introduced with Season 2. And the highest anyone has achieved is God 5 in the US, Ninja Killer. He's like alone, I think. And then there are a few God 4s in the world. A few. Extremely rare. You can probably count them on your fingers. And there is no God 6, there's no God 7, there's no God 8. So calling the ranks inflated, in my opinion, it just doesn't hold true unless you are in this part of the distribution, and then I would agree with you. Yes. So yeah, that's gonna be my take on rank inflation. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you have a great...
So...
What's up, guys?
God 1 is 0.4%. And God 2 is 0.1%. And no surprise I don't find any matches, if I'm honest. Like, I was thinking about this. I don't get any matches when since I got here, I don't find matches. And when I find them, I can tell they are so on the edge. They are very stressed. They don't want to rematch when they lose. They try to screenshot your combos. They try anything to just either stay here or go further up. Like, from here on, the Jewish strategies start. I noticed. Here is Jewish. Like, ranked, all of a sudden you are in Tel Aviv. Screenshot your combos, what's that? Like, you launch the opponent, and then the opponent presses a hotkey to make screenshots of his screen. And that causes a lag spikes, and his PC flashes red. And this is how you drop your combos then in ranked for no reason. They do that all the time. I can tell they do it. Because those types also don't rematch you, you know? When they win, they run. Key charge and then run. Okay, Armor King, I don't care. This is bullshit. Mole Gold, not care. This is Artif. Do you want me to teach you how to beat Asuka? Like, shall I review my matches against Asuka and what I do? Because I feel like, Asuka is very strong, but you have to abuse the fact that the players are very bad. If you just wake up to the fact that your opponents are very horse shit, you can overcome all of them. And I mean all of them. In entirety of Europe, there is not one Asuka player that is threatening whatsoever. I could run a gauntlet against all the Asukas in Europe, back to back, and I wouldn't lose. Even Fergus. I don't lose to Fergus. I never lost to Fergus. I won against Fergus 4 times, which is only tournament. Online tournament, offline tournament, I've never lost to Fergus in my entire life. He is, out of my perspective, he is above average, but not as good as me. I'll be very honest. I mean, he beat Arslan. I wouldn't call him weak. It's just Asuka. That's just the truth. I am not saying this from a place of hate. It's just because he plays Asuka. He's not strong. And Arslan just didn't know the matchup. Average don't beat Arslan. On Asuka, you can be average and beat Arslan. Yes, you can. Or do you want to tell me that Tibetano is better than Arslan Ash? Tibetano also won against Arslan Ash. Tibetano is also not so strong. I beat Tibetano also. Consistent all the time. I can show you. He's not weak, but there's levels to this. They are not on Arslan Ash and Knee level. Why would Fergus beat Knee Arslan or Tibetano beat Arslan? Like, it's just Asuka, and he is not comfortable in a matchup. I can tell. It's obvious when I see them play. Oh, there will not come a lie out of my mouth. I don't give a shit. If someone is shit, I say it. And shit is obviously now out of a... Like, I nitpick on a high level, but... Yeah, these players are just not very impressive to me. I'm searching for the footage, by the way. Neden? İzlenem dur. Es dauert wirklich zu lang. PGF dropped the game. That he gaslights his audience. Yeah, he does. He does gaslight his audience. Okay. How to beat Asuka. Are you still playing? I got GOD 2 and then now I take a little break. All right. So when you are in, when you want to go close to the Asuka player and he doesn't have his heat burst activated yet, they like to activate it raw because they have such a big hitbox. They can't really do anything wrong here. So now, this low parry, here dick jab. Or down forward 2 in case you think they try to do like a slower move. This is a high second hit. And that obviously is also a high. Now you have to bait. Now you have to bait. You have plus frames, you need to wait. And then delay your timing. The follow-up, after you are on hit against Asuka, you always have to use a knee or something. Because they just don't want you to play the game because they have no defense. This is just like the baseline understanding that you have to know against Asuka players, which will help you mentally. You just got to know that they are scared. So they are playing and they are artificially playing against people that are much better than them. So therefore, when you are on hit and they feel like now they need to defend, they will think about a way to stop you from attacking. So you always have to have that in mind. When you are on hit against Asuka, this is I am panicking. Panic, panic, panic. In this range, forward 3, for example, is extremely good. In this range. But I was greedy for something else. Along this range here, they like to use keep out that doesn't reach you, but when you duck, you can reach them. Here is like a situation where they like to do like highs. Here you need to just breathe. Just relax. It doesn't matter even if you get hit by this once, it's okay. Did you see how I was down for 2 on hit here? I pretend I want to do something, I don't do it. You have to, because it is what it is, yeah? You need to observe. Reactable low. You can't react it every time, it's okay. Yeah, delay timing. Delay timing, delay timing, delay timing all the time. And obviously, here I set him up again. Plus frames, panic. shit punish. Also, what I can recommend against every single Asuka player in Europe on this entire fucking place, just use everything that you have. Your launch punishable moves, just throw out while standing 2 in the neutral, jump, play unsafe, don't care about the on-block punishment, because they just can't do it. And then after this, I'm gonna show you a little bit stronger Asuka player that is more tricky to fight against. Did you see this? This is something that you can react to. As the sets will progress, I will start to punish this every time. Don't be afraid to use Power Crush and sidestep a lot. We are studying a monkey here. Bro, the thing is, this is like National Geographics. You know, we are in the savannah in Africa right now. I hear zebras, chimpanzees, and you are the lion. I don't want you to lose to these like vultures. Because they are so bad, it upsets me when I see great players lose to these guys. Because they do lose to them. Yeah, that's all he can do. Cannot whiff punish. Don't be afraid. Be persistent with your, like, with this weird style, what I'm doing. Don't be afraid, because they do make too many mistakes. So you will always end up winning. Okay, I expected a low, this one. This is the low I expected. And then don't be afraid to also call them out. Down forward 2, why? Here in this situation, what do they all do? Sidestep 2. Now we go with the next, Asuka. And initially it was looking like I was having trouble even. So we will see how I adapt when it's not going the way I like. Okay, counter hit. Okay. That is minus 10, I think. Okay. Sick. I'm getting to know his timing slowly. I don't know if you can realize it. That's why I am not attacking. I let him do. Because the more they attack, the more they reveal about themselves. Imagine when you fight against Asuka, it's like an interrogation, okay? You are now Dexter. You know the series Dexter, that black cop, okay? You got to be like, I am suspicious of you being a shit cunt and that you always will do the same. But I don't know you yet. So I will observe you to see what you do every time. I remember it, and I offer you the first game to just go ham. Do whatever you always like to do. You watch carefully, and then you obliterate them. With the evidence. Here was the evidence. Power Crush. You also have a Power Crush. There's no problem in using it. Okay, now another idea that you need to understand about these Asuka players. Asuka players have two modes. Either keep out and take your turn, and if they get outplayed in the neutral, they will dash in your face and threaten the mix-up, down back 1+2. Don't be afraid, because as soon as that down back 1+2 is coming out, you know you are breaking them. They are not breaking you. The reason why they start to do this is because they notice nothing is working. Look at this. He doesn't like me to come in, right? You see this high here? I am observing very carefully how far I need to be away from him for him to be using this. Forward 3. He did it again. Offense is weak. And here I noticed that his offense is weak. I even say it. Your offense is weak. Panic. Down back 1+2 when nothing is working, remember? Don't be afraid to do it. No Asuka in this world can punish. Oh, I'm dead. As soon as they have to defend. As soon as they have to defend, you got to expose the bitch. You know, oh my god, I am afraid. Oh my god,
Thank you.
I have to defend.
When the connection is good, I can focus.
You know,
on
this
the
I
matches.
have to defend mode.
No
You need to get
complain,
them
I
there.
just try to adapt.
You need to adapt. Don't let these shitty Asuka players run over you. Okay, now he comes back next round. He made up in his mind, now I am gonna run flowchart number 64.
Okay.
Stay calm.
Uh-huh.
Just stay calm.
Okay. New script.
That is punch parry, sidewalk right. He doesn't respect the frames. And whiffs. When nothing works, unga bunga, yeah. Crazy, how are you so calm? Because I know that I am at least
nice.
5 times better in every aspect of the game. And that is not being like elitist or whatever, that's just baseline reality. Because this person here has no skills. But they are all like that. Having a broken character comes with its downsides, and that's the downside. You are a bad player.
Nice.
Alright. This Asuka beats Kaizokulas in tournaments. That's how sad it is. This guy beats so many tournament players offline, you can't even... I need to make videos for these offline tournament players so they don't get fucked by these like guys on the broken characters. Okay. Okay, we do another one. He really wanted to like prove that he can beat me. So we look. No, so here already, yeah? Test. When you do one down back 4, you have the frames, and then he is basically shitting his pants now. So he has to do this. And he doesn't stop. He will still go for some sort of steal your turn. He will never stop. Even Tibetano is like that. Here is the moment where you need to chill. CD1 plus 2. You have plus frames after all. And now he might do something stupid. Doesn't punish. So, the reads from the last game when I move around him all this time and to see where he whiffs his keep out moves. Now I will apply the knowledge. Look at him. Look at him being scared. Like a bitch. Like a bitch. Always remember this. They don't know how to play Tekken. This sequence alone is being... You can apply this to 99.9% of Asuka players in the world even. Like, you go in, yeah. Now you do this and he blocks it. And goes with a wild standing 4. Then he does this for no reason whatsoever. It doesn't even make any sense. Because he doesn't know what he's doing. If you just stay solid. Then you do this on hit again. And now he needs to normally panic because he has no defense. And he does. So you check him. Now he needs to panic one more time because you got him on hit. And he does. Now he will panic one more time because he's on hit. Now he should panic again. And now he panics again. So the entire... I don't know how high his cortisol level are if he plays the game. But all I know is that he is stressed. When you fight against him and you do anything, he doesn't know what to do, and that is his only answers.
Round 4. Fight.
Nice punish. Now the generic Asuka stuff, it happens, it doesn't matter. Just take it because you know you will always find a way to beat them. Okay, I reacted to that. Okay. Panic. Fair enough.
Final round. Fight.
Now we will exploit his keep out. Now his keep out. Did you see? His keep out, how weak it is? It's always on a specific range. It's always the same. Here you just stand on the floor. He doesn't respect the frames, obviously. So now, the next game, I'm gonna lose 3-0. Why? I thought he might adapt. But he didn't. And then I go back to my old game plan and then I fuck him up again. It's always the same. The only way I lose to an Asuka player is by just starting to get bored.
Round one. Fight.
You can see I'm not giving a shit anymore. I'm just doing anything. Because he has no defense. You see this? I am just smashing now also. Because I know that he is eventually, even if I lose this round here,
Of course.
like here, for example, I say of course. How many times did I exploit his panic buttons for doing this on hit? At least 15 times. Will he ever stop doing it? No. And that's why I say of course. Because that's the only thing they can do. And once the Tekken players in Europe understand this about every single Asuka in Europe, that they shall just not panic. They are scared. Of course. Of course, of course. Alright. Was geht, Dante? You see how retarded he plays? But this guy always does the same. The more simple you play against them, the more effective, essentially. That's all he can do. That's all he can do. That's all he can do. Okay, you got it. Good job. I said to him, you got it, good job, yeah? But if I'm really honest to myself, I did hardly even look at the screen. So now I'm gonna pay attention again. So look what happens. I can show you also the matches I had with Tibetano after he trained with Artif's Kazuya. I fucking obliterated him. It's over.
Fight.
Uh-huh.
Round 2. Fight.
Always. Oh, yeah. Smart. In that situation, side's a right duck. Whenever they unlock back free. That's like stage 2. Asuka. Fucking dog shit players.
Round 3. Fight.
You always do the same, I swear. You are tiresome to play not because of your strength. It's because you always do the same. The download is complete. He has no chance. Because he has no Tekken skills. I would say if Asuka would be a normal character, he would be Emperor. But he is yet fighting against me that I am GOD2. GOD2. He can keep up kind of. Not really, but you know what I mean. It's really, really weird. We can watch the fight against Tibetano also if you want. It will not look so different. They are all the same to me. Against him, I was more nervous because I thought that he might be insane at like Tekken fundamentals since he is like a top 3 EU tournament player. But I was wrong. What day was it when we did it? What day? What about Fergus? Fergus, you can watch my TWT performance against him. The problem is he has blocked me now, so I can't fight him anymore, but I can assure you if he unblocks me, he will lose again. Tell him to unblock me and then you will see. He has no chance. I'm searching for the fight against Tibetano. I found it. Just relax. And then remember everything you know about the matchup. And then do your best, okay? These are the moments where you need to relax. This is gonna happen more now in this match. If you breathe, you can. I don't know, to be honest. Okay, these are the moments where he uses panic button. So if you stay solid there, it's your win. I didn't know the frames here. I didn't lab Asuka at this time here, so I didn't know the punish sometimes. The footage that you saw before was a bit newer. That's where I actually labbed. So this is without knowing the frames that I beat him, by the way. He whiffs down forward 2 into a panic button. I fucked this up. I got a misinput. Even the interaction I wanted regardless, but it's okay. No, he's good, he's good. Just focus on the matches, okay? They are all the same. Chat, can you relax, please? I can't win like this. You know why I said stop talking? Like, for real. I can't always play against known people and you say they are shit. It's just a bad vibe. Like, do it. Because I win against tournament players and then the chat writes how bad they are and stuff, not understanding that I am just very good. And then I don't want them to feel bad when they face me, so they start to block me, not rematch, screenshot my combos and stuff. I can't be bothered with this, so that's why I say just leave them alone. You this is happening, by the way. And let them lose with dignity. You know, let them just lose with dignity and like call it a day, man. Like this shit talking them all the time is annoying. It's really so annoying. Like, just like leave it, man. You do it too much. At the start of the round, I don't recommend using EWGF. What's going on? We are just reviewing how to fight against Asuka players, because I want to stress that Asuka players unfortunately are not so good over players, because the character carries them so hard that they are just lazy, you know. The mind games are weak, the movement is really weak, everything is just very below average, but they are just dangerous because you guys are panicking against them, and you don't have to. Because always remember, when facing an Asuka player, you are better. You are better. Yeah, round start, just hold back against Asuka. Or sidestep right duck is also okay. What about law players? Yeah, most law players are also dog shit. Don't panic. Just turtle, block everything, and break every throw, and they look dog shit. The only law player in Europe that I can say is giving me trouble, maybe two law players. One is DBP, I can lose or win, and Gosane. Also, I can win, but I can lose. It's not like an easy fight. And everyone else is just free. Sensei, oh, I forgot Sensei if I'm honest. Sensei also. I forgot Sensei. Gosane, Sensei, DBP. But everyone else is really bad. There is no one. Driton doesn't play anymore, and he is not so good in Tekken 8. If you are so good, why do you not play tournaments? Because I'm banned for anti-Semitism. If I could play, I would destroy them. Who banned you? Bandai Namco. Fergus, you know, all these guys, they report me, they say he said this on stream, he said that on stream, and they get me banned from the tournaments every single year. And I am like, you know what, I don't care anymore. I don't care. I just don't care. Everyone knows that I can beat them, so they have to ban me. Anyways, this is how you beat Asuka players, okay? Anything you do on hit, they panic. Everything you do on block, plus frame, they panic. When you knock them down, they panic. When your defense is too strong, they do down back 1+2. That's all you have to remember. What fighting games gotta do with politics? Bro, they go and clip my Twitter streams where I say Jews control the media, or they do a genocide, or they did 9/11, for example, and say that I am a Nazi. So, what does that have to do with me just playing Kazuya, you know? I can, outside of Tekken, when this is my worldview, then, like, what does that have to do with you or anyone else? But they want to tell me that because I have a big following, or I have a big viewership, or I used to on Twitch, they got me banned, obviously, that I cannot say the things that I like or think. Otherwise, they threaten me of banning me in Tekken tournaments. Yeah, ban me. I don't care. I don't care. Because I live in the real world. Even if I am playing on a tournament level, and even if I can win against these tournament players, I wouldn't cuck myself out to these people just so I can play a video game. I don't care about this anyway so much. I just want to entertain my viewers, and that's it. I'm done with it. So yeah. These people are always yapping. Bro, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. This game has no future. Why even bother? Bro, I don't care, man. If it has a future, if it has not a future, but they cannot force me. They tried to, bro. The thing is, I had 600-700 viewers on Twitch, yeah? And I try to tell the people all the time what these... There's a specific circle, there's a specific, like, inner circle of the Tekken community. I try to explain that million times. That call themselves the Tekken Illuminati. And people thought that I am crazy when I say this, but this is not what I accuse them of. I say only what they call themselves. Okay? They call themselves that. Officially. It is commentators and pro tournament players that are in the circle. Now, me, I had a big following and I started to speak against corona vaccinations and that something is not right with this situation. All of a sudden, this circle started to attack me and they tried to get me banned all the fucking time. Then I started to say that something is going on with this LGBTQ movement. It is not normal anymore. It's like a cult. Then they said I'm a homophobe and they tried to get me banned from tournaments and they were successful. Okay. Then the genocide in Gaza started to happen and I started to say, yeah, the Jewish people are having a fucked up situation with these people. It is written in their religion that they need to genocide them. It's really written there. And that 9/11 is also a prophecy in their religion, and they did it. And there is enough evidence for it. And they killed JFK. And they are, in fact, the people behind the corona situation. Because when you look at Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and AstraZeneca, Moderna, all the people in the like CEOs and the presidents of these companies, they are all Jewish. And then they said, because that I say this, I am a Nazi. But I am not. I am just someone that notices things. And I like to speak the truth. And then they went as far as to say that I doxed the main man, even though it never happened. Never happened. I never doxed him. I got doxed. But he just went live in front of 2,000 viewers and said, Planted Medusa doxed me, I live with my son, what a dangerous psychopath. Even though he knew I didn't do it. And later on, when some people found out that I didn't do it because I showed them the evidence, he started to block everyone that mentions my name in his chat. Why he lies about me. And now they call me that streamer, the one that shall not be mentioned. And you think I am making this up, but I'm not. Voldemort. Yeah, that was in Tekken 7. In Tekken 7, they called me the one that shall not be mentioned. People like Joker and stuff. He also said it, I know. The one that shall not be mentioned. Like, how much do they want to dehumanize me? Like, to what extent? Just because I say the truth? You're a good Tekken player and a streamer, bro. Don't. No, it doesn't get to me. It doesn't get to me at all. I'm just trying to tell you what, what happened with me. Why, why I don't, like, participate in tournaments. Why I don't really have anything to do with the community. Why I avoid everyone. It's because they all lie about me all the time. King J did the same. I tried to help King J, get him on because he was doing bad on Twitch and he was view botting. And then he later on said that I'm racist and that I wanted to leech off from him, even though I was the biggest content creator on Twitch and he was nothing. But he just pretends as if I needed him and not he needing me. And then he shows that the color of his skin and says, I am black. Why did you invite me? Yeah, use your brain, because I don't care about the color of your skin. That's only one thing. Fergus. I call one of my best friends faggot because I am 30 years old, and when I was 20 or 18 or whatever your age is, we used to use this word like shit. It was just a normal word. And he clips it and posts it on Twitter and tags all his LGBTQ people, and they try to do a huge shitstorm on me because I call my friend this word. And they get me banned on Twitch again. And obviously, they get me banned in a tournament. Then there is a tournament in Germany, crossover. The TO threatens to kill me if he sees me. I go there, I confront him, and then he gets scared. Next year, I hear that I'm banned from the tournament because I am dangerous. So I get threatened. I want to defend myself. I am the danger. You wouldn't believe what they did to me, these people. You wouldn't believe it. The list is endless of things that they have done. So many things. Text my sponsors, get me unsponsored, make up lies and say that I harassed women, for example. Like just some people randomly, Hayes from NA, Raven player, and some other people that I don't even know. And all are part of the LGBTQ community, obviously, say that I harassed women. Upon getting asked who that woman is, yeah, we can't tell. Because that woman doesn't exist. I have never harassed a woman. I don't have time for this. If I did, there surely would be some evidence. But there is none. And then Mike Hollow and King J, they go live. They show messages of other people being racist or doing racist jokes in like a Discord, private Discord group that belongs to someone called Big Nose. And then they just say, yeah, this is Planted Medusa's Discord. Even though they know that wasn't mine. But they just lie. Because they don't care. Same way King J lied about Ty and the stabbing allegation. That it came out that he was lying. But with me, it didn't come out because the people just believe it. You know, everything that I get accused of, they just believe it without caring. Bruh, I didn't even know, bruv. Yeah. Bro, there's so many fucking stories I have, you wouldn't... bro, it's so crazy. So many stories. Why is the FGC so toxic? That's very easy. When you have a niche community, niche communities attract social outcasts, you know, outcasts of society. Which is not negative now. I'm just saying that most people that like you have some very weird people in the FGC. You can't like you have to accept this. They don't wash themselves and really abnormal people. Why do they get attracted towards the FGC? It's because it's a subculture. In this subculture, because there is not that many people, every voice gets heard and they get some sense of importance. And then they go on Twitter and then they monitor what other people can say, what they do, what they not do, who is a bad person, who is a good person, and they build their own like little infrastructure and their own little world. And here, all of a sudden, they are someone. And that's why the FGC is so toxic, because the wrong people here have the loudest voice. Because this is their life. Simple. Your mod time me out because he's a noob. Did you enjoy the talking stream today? The reaction stream? Just talking a little bit, vibing. Do you know Shahid Bolson? No. Mods doing God's work. Yeah, right? Show better than Tekken 8. I mean, when I have peak performance, Tekken 8 is nice to watch. Did you? Oh, it was good yesterday, yeah. Will you ever come back on Twitch? I don't think so. It's unlikely. Because before I got banned, King J and Mike Holo basically they teased that they have like connections to Twitch. And since King J is a Twitch ambassador, it is very probable that he got me banned. Like very likely. So yeah. I made an appeal, but I don't think it's gonna work. I am once again asking where's this son of a bitch got to? Kazran, bro. You also worded it the way I do. Yeah, this is what happens all the time to me also. I fuck them up, I get blocked. Is that real?
Inside a poop throwing festival in India, where the villagers spend 6 months collecting cow poop and celebrate the end of Diwali by throwing it at each other and rubbing it on their skin.
Bro, when someone tells me respect my culture and that's the culture, how can I respect that when you throw shit on you? Why are you smiling? Bro, they have a fucking festival where they meet and throw shit on each other. It's real, by the way. This is real. They really have this. Man, this is so disgusting. Who gaslit them into believing that a cow is a god? That guy is one evil motherfucker, whoever did that. If Tekken 7 was... Boy... What? If it was Tekken 7, boy, shut the fuck up, you stupid lol. You are playing Tekken 8, so take the L and move on. Oh, they fought at a local, okay.
Get out my face, man. Talk about GG's, man. Hey, no, but ain't no second. You think you deserve this, bro? You think you deserve? If it was second 7, bro, I would wash you. Big man team, I would wash you, man. If it was T8, if it was T7, bro, if it was T7, I would have messed you up. Big man team, bro. Don't be mad at me, bro. Be mad at Lars. No, I'm mad at you, bro, man. Mad at me. Easy.
That ain't real, I think. Felt staged. This clip made a lot of porn addicts upset. The TWT rule state you cannot use any... Okay.
Oh! For the long haul at this point. Where? Oh my God!
Whoa!
You gotta pick it. You gotta pick it.
No,
you can't pick it.
You can't pick it.
You can't pick it. Damn, I wish we could pick it though.
Whoa!
TWT says we cannot pick the foot custom.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Whose setup is that? Russell, that's your setup, Russell? That's crazy.
Russell, you don't play
That's
Xiao Yu.
crazy. For the long haul.
Leon's Love, GOD 2. Okay. Why do I never see you in ranked? I guess you blocked me.
Media then. Maybe we should also ask a question. Come on, you Jews own the media then. Maybe we should also ask a question. Is the media totally presenting the truth when it comes to Israel? Just a question. That maybe we shouldn't believe everything the media says. I've been conditioned to ask a lot more critical questions over the last couple of years.
Charlie Kirk shot and killed while speaking at an event in Utah Valley University this afternoon.
Come on.
I think there are still voices in this administration. You've still got J.D. Vance, you've still got Tulsi Gabbard, you still, RFK Jr., you still got calmer heads that could prevail.
They were not persuasive in this case, clearly.
Well, somebody was persuasive. AIPAC is very persuasive. For instance, the Israeli lobby in Congress. If you look at my colleagues' feeds now, they all look the same. They're all tweeting the same message that we've got to support Israel and we've got to do this. What he.
تم
Did you play this? God of War Ragnarok? And how good is it? Okay, who played Metro Exodus? I have Metro Exodus enhanced version. Is that game worth playing or? Amazing? Metro, would you like to have a Metro stream or a Metro Exodus stream? Would you be interested in that? Metro and God of War are really good. I'm thinking because I have an issue. I slept till 2 p.m. today. Tomorrow I need to go to work. I'm not tired at all. And if I play games now, I don't know if I can sleep tonight. Like either I play Metro now an hour, but then I will be fucked tomorrow. Or I just call it a day now, go outside, walk around my block a little bit, come back and just lay in bed and hopefully I can calm down and sleep. It is 10 p.m. Yeah, I have to be on point, you know. I have to be on point. That's true gamer problem. Yeah, that's it's very real. Okay, boys, you know what? Being on point is more important. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little, like, whatever the stream was. Yeah. And I see you tomorrow. We'll play maybe Metro or Cyberpunk or a horror game. We will see. Good night.